extremely not my plan to not be home. That's okay. Got Daily Dads. I'm making sure we got everything going on. And we're good. I don't even know how I would make sure that I can invite anyone. I'm going to get out of here. So we don't see too many people. But good morning from the Daily Dads. I'm on the go, and it wasn't my initial plan, but it is just what's happening right now. Am I able to? Do I know if anyone is trying to get in here right now? Let me just double check. We got guests. We got no one. It's okay. If we got Dom, if we got Blaze, when you guys come up, just let me know. It'll be fine. All right, but it is Daily Dad's stream number 133. 133 consecutive days streaming, talking dad, talking all things health, mindset, connection. Really proud. I've been doing a ton of work lately on just trying to get all of our past streams up into the podcast world, and then also just breaking it down and grabbing at least a few bits of content as well. So it's been really good. Whew. All right. So if anyone is joining for the first time, I'm not usually on the go, but it's okay. What's going on, Craig? I'm just double checking, making sure I don't have to invite anyone up. I'm usually not on the go. That's number one. I'm usually trying to sit down so I can kind of play around with all the tools that we definitely have. Craig, what's going on this evening? What, Sunday evening for you? Do you have a regular work schedule, Craig? I think you do. I think you have like a normal weekday kind of thing, weekday vibe kind of going on. Yeah. Sunday scaries, maybe. We got football on today for a lot of people here in the U.S., and it'll be exciting. Jets are in London. Got my Jets hat on because it's just, you know what, fandom. That's how it goes. But again, for anyone that's just joining for the first time, this is Daily Dads. We are under the umbrella of VDads because we've got a few other things there, but we're talking really a daily meditation by Ryan. I work in real life. I know you do. I just know that you're a creative. And when I think about your creative, Craig, I know that hours just might be different sometimes. I'm hoping my phone doesn't die, by the way, as I walk home. But Ryan Holiday, My Daily Dad, it's a book, one page a day, a daily reading. It's all based in Stoicism, which is we're going to forget the Stoicism. The 4 rules of Stoicism. Is that what it is? What's that, Brofit? I have a really big thought, Brofit. Don't let me forget. Maybe even text me so I don't forget. But I'm going to connect with you. And for also anyone that is new, I'm talking to the couch right now. We got new people. We got on the couch in the chat over here on Twitch. But Stoicism, 4 rules of Stoicism. I know wisdom, courage, justice, and there's one more in there. I forget. But every day we got a reading, we got a meditation that is going to be all things Stoicism, modern psychology, and practical wisdom, because Dom taught me that. What's going on, Paul? Thank you. I just saw your text, Bray. So that's what we're here today. I love this month. I got to be honest. I love this month, and if you don't know, every single month there's a new topic that's really going on. So we had the first month. My gosh, it was basically about all things health, which I definitely enjoyed. But it was health, kind of showing our kids what we can do with our health, and I thought that was important. And then last month was about reading, and we had some other months in there too. I just can't remember what they were, but they were great. They were amazing. Go look back at past episodes. You can head over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We got them there. Been posting the videos of all these too. With this month, it's about resilience. And so, I just love today's meditation. I got to be completely honest. It's like exactly what I want. And I think that's also why, Brofit, I was thinking about you and then some other stuff around that. But today, it's about resilience. And this month's about resilience. But today, even more so, was bringing up Theodore Roosevelt, who I have like an infatuation with just because of, I think, how he lived his life and his mindset. And I can go into so much with it too, and I'm sure there's so much I don't know. And I'm always afraid that when I say that I'm infatuated with Theodore Roosevelt, there's like something dark in there, like he was extremely racist, or that there was something like that he was, blackmailing someone. I don't think so, but I love his story. Also, Newsies. If you guys ever saw Newsies, a movie, or you ever saw it on Broadway, Theodore Roosevelt had a spot in Newsies, and at the end of the movie, just a really good guy. He helped all the paper boys out, so that was really cool too. But if you saw Newsies, if you like Newsies, let me know. Man, God, I just want to put on the soundtrack right now. It was really cool. But he was there. But it's about Theodore Roosevelt. And if you don't know about Theodore Roosevelt, one thing that you might think about is that, think about a picture of Theodore Roosevelt. He was a really strong, gregarious, muscular outdoorsman and all that. But he did not start that way. And this is all about what was talked about today in the meditation on the page. But it's about building resilience. And this was specifically about strength, building strength, building fitness, building health early on in your kid's life, because it's going to need to support them. You can only do so much. If we are bringing up a weak-minded child, that's one thing. But if we're bringing up a physically weak child too, we're not supporting their health. And so with Theodore Roosevelt, if you don't know, his character, his persona, who he was physically is not what he started out as when he was younger. Of course, everyone grows, but he had severe asthma. And his dad was very straightforward. And it says this. If you guys want to open the book, look at the page. Today being October 6th, right? Go look at October 6th. I really wish I knew the title. If you guys have the page open, if anyone on the couch, what's the title of today? Just a really straightforward title. I thought it was good. Again, I'm usually trying to sit down for these. I just found myself in the middle of an 8-mile walk this morning, and I decided not to rush home. But Theodore Roosevelt was a frail, weak, sickly child, and his dad was very straightforward and said, "Hey, Teddy," I don't know if his name was Teddy then, but he said, "Hey, Theodore, hey, son, your asthma is a problem. We got to fix it." And so he made sure his son was training, that he got stronger, and how the book, or at least how Ryan Holiday's gratitude, Ryan Holiday's meditation today says that he basically, he out-trained, he outworked, he outgrew his asthma. And I don't know if it's going to work for every single kid, but I thought that it was a great message to make sure that we as parents are doing everything that we can, of course, with our health. And here with VDADs, I'm always thinking health, mindset, connection. We can be as healthy mentally as we want to, but if we're not healthy physically, it's not going to help us mentally. And then it's not going to help us with the connection. And so I want to make sure we do that. Here's one thought. You guys let me know about this. People close to me recently switch hands. I have a cold brew in my other hand. It's freezing. But here's a thought. I'm going to make this thought personal for a second so that it doesn't sound like I'm talking about someone. If I went through my life and right now I'm 41, if I got to 60, and that's going to put my girls at 27 and 23, at 27 or 23, if they had a health complication, they are now going to be a diabetic. They are going to have heart disease. They are going to have some sort of disease that's linked to their overall health. And I knew that I could have, when they were younger, supported their mindset around what physical health could be, how they can get stronger, the benefit of building muscle, the benefit of moving your body, right? I tell my girls as much as I can, and I need to even get better with it, is that the 4 rules that we have in our family. Number 1, you get up and you squeeze your muscle. That's working out, right? You can be whatever you need to be. It doesn't have to be a CrossFit class. It doesn't have to be lifting, but go squeeze your muscle. Do a few push-ups, right? Whatever's going to go on. Then you earn your tired. You go move your body, right? This isn't now just about muscle. It's moving your body. Go play in the playground. Go find a friend and go on a walk. Do whatever you got to do, right? Number 3, just over there, it's always going to be fuel your body with good things. And number 4, it's always dream big. But number 1, get up and squeeze your muscle, right? I do that mentally because I know that it's going to affect my brain the best way. And if I don't help my girls know that that's going to help them, then it's not going to be good. But this is what I'm doing at the moment, is that I'm really trying my best to make sure that I'm just doing it for myself. And it would be so nice if they join me at the gym, right? They're 7 and 3. It's not going to be fun for them. But if I did not get up and do it myself, it really wouldn't help me. But they see me and I tell them that I'm going to the gym this morning. I'm not going to be here right now. Mom's going to be home. I am doing it for me, number 1. But I know that it will end up affecting them. Where's Dad? He's at the gym. That message is going to support them. Now, I know that I would love to be more with them at every minute of the day, every minute of the morning. I love mornings. It's my favorite time of day for myself, with them, all that kind of stuff. But it's so important for me to make sure that I'm moving my body for me, and that they see it and that they actually know it too. So it's just that today's meditation, it's like it hits home so hard. I can even get emotional about it. Maybe because I just see it within my profession as well. I see men, I see women, I see people in their late 20s, 30s, 40s that are just learning about food, that are just learning about the benefits of moving their body, that are just understanding what it means to actually build muscle. And so when I hear that and I see that and I'm looking at someone's blood labs that should be for a 75-year-old, but they're 32, I'm like, what is, oh my goodness, it's so tough. Here's one more thing too. There's a certain population that always says this. I've shared this before. There is a population that I will see, not as much now as I was when I was working clinically, because again, I'm a dietitian, if you don't know. So I specialize in sports nutrition, but I started in clinical nutrition at the Heart Center up here at Mount Sinai. So I saw a lot of like post-op open heart surgery patients, but just other people clinically. But one thing I always heard from a certain population, oh, I saw a blue jay. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, there it is. Look at that blue jay. Anyone see it? It's up there. Hold on. Let's get it. You guys see that blue jay up there? All right. Anyway. Certain segment of the population. Listen to this. Crazy. They would say these words. I didn't get my diabetes yet. There was a certain segment of the population that when I would speak with them, they would tell me I didn't get my diabetes yet. What the fuck? Now, I got so used to it that we would just jump into conversation. We would start taking care about it. But there are people out there that believe that these chronic diseases are meant for them, that it's so genetic that they are going to contract it. And it's so true. If you know anything about epigenetics, like how your environment really affects you and all those kind of things too, it's the analogy, if anyone's heard this before, a lot of things around genetics, it's basically like loading the gun, right? But you decide to pull the trigger. If you don't want that bullet to come out, you don't pull the trigger. And so what I mean by this is that even though your genetics are going to predispose you to a higher risk of diabetes or cancer or heart disease, it does not mean that your future is written for you. I would say this. I've gotten backlash for this too. I believe that things like type 2 diabetes, right? Uncontrolled blood sugar, that it is, and this is like an arbitrary number, this is why people attacked me, but I believe that it's 99% type 2 diabetes, not type 1, it's a different animal altogether, but type 2 diabetes, I believe that it is strictly, it's not the word I want to use, I believe that type 2 diabetes is 99% a decision. You can make a decision to control your blood sugar. You can make a decision to move your body right. You can make a decision to make sure that you're going to eat foods that are going to benefit you. Even if always this example of you can eat a sugar cube right now, and that sugar cube could spike your blood sugar. But if you ate that sugar cube with enough protein and enough fiber and with some fat in there, it's going to control your blood sugar. That sugar cube has no effect on you almost. And so it is the decision to let your health decline. And so when we go back to the meditation today, and Theodore Roosevelt, man, I connect so much with all of this. I think about he was predisposed to having asthma, but he made a decision to move his body from the conversation from his father. You have, I want to look at you right now because I think there's some. You have a decision right now to make. If you want to support your child's future, it is extremely selfish of you not to be talking about health and putting their health first and making sure that you show them how you can move your body. You do not need to be benching 1.5 times your weight. You do not need to have a 10-minute mile, but you do need to do everything you can right now to show your children, to show your kids, whether they're 5, whether they're 15, whether they're 35. You need to be able to show them what their body is capable of on both ends of the spectrum. Your body can work for you or it can work against you. And so that's exactly what I want to do. You know what, one thing I just realized? I don't give a shit when people look at me anymore as I'm on stream. It's one thing I always felt really self-conscious about. You know why? Because people don't know what I'm doing. I could be talking to my aunt out in Colorado. No one knows. No one knows that I'm talking to stream or making content right now. It doesn't matter. You know what's funny about this neighborhood? In Brooklyn, everyone really starts decorating for Halloween. And so it really brings up the holidays a little bit quicker, but it's fun. It's one over there. I'll show you if I get there. But you have a responsibility right now to do everything you can to have a discussion. Man, it is taboo to point out someone's health challenge. And yes, I get it. And, we should not point out something that someone cannot correct in 30 seconds, right? Wasn't that a rule at some point? If someone can't change something in 30 seconds, don't point it out to them. Something in your teeth, shoes untied, toilet paper in your shoe. But you know what also is an issue? I think it's taboo to watch your friends die an early death. I think it's taboo. Taboo is not the word. I think it's wrong to allow someone's health decline that you actually love, right? Health is wealth. Health is love, right? All of these things. And so if Theodore Roosevelt's father did not sit him down and, take a stance on his asthma and his health young, maybe we wouldn't have had a Theodore Roosevelt. We wouldn't have our national parks right now. We wouldn't have teddy bears and on and on and on. But my God, guys, please, it is selfish of you to think that your words or whatever you are holding back from your kids. I watched, and this is just what I was trying to get at before, guys. People close to me recently I would get snarky comments about wanting to eat healthy or not wanting to eat something or eat the same way that maybe that they're actually doing. Wasn't until the diagnosis of diabetes came in. They were obese. Clearly something was going to happen. And if it didn't, man, it was going to surprise me. Now that 2 of those people have been diagnosed with diabetes, my God, those comments stopped. I don't think I could have said anything to get them to change, to be honest. But at the same time, they felt as if their health wasn't a priority. And to watch their kid, I don't even know how they feel. You watched your kid. You watched your kid get up to 400 pounds, and you watched your kid develop diabetes as you take care of their kids sometimes. My God, it's just like, I can't imagine what it feels like to say, oh, fuck, you know what? I should have said something to my kid. I can't believe I let them develop diabetes that way. I don't understand how that is a possibility in life. If you have the ability to change the course of your kid's future and make sure that they're going to be healthy or know that they're going to possibly get a chronic disease, what the fuck? What are you doing? It blows my mind. And so let me just get away from type 2 diabetes. But even like a mental health aspect, if you see your kid right now, right, only spending time on the iPad, and I'm talking mental health right now, but if you only see your kid connecting, by themselves with a screen, if you see depression, if you see anxiety, and I will connect with my childhood. I was a depressed kid. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know why I was always removing myself from situations. I didn't know why I felt the way I did, but now I understand that was anxiety. And yeah, I get it, whatever. I know that everyone has anxiety, whatever, right now. I have 2% battery on my phone. It's going to die, so I might say bye soon. But no one stopped me to say, hey, maybe we should think about seeing a mental health counselor. I don't think they knew. Maybe it wasn't on them. There was one person in my life who did. One person. That was my aunt. My aunt did that, and I have a special place in my heart for her. She said, you know what, Ryan, if you ever need help, if you think you do, I'm happy to pay for whatever you need. Because she had her own mental health challenges. She was the one who caught the mental health challenges early on with me. She could have done more, right? And sent me somewhere, but I don't know. No one could have said something. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, please make sure that you're having the conversation with your kid. I know you care about them, but you might have to have an uncomfortable conversation. You might need to point out the things that society tells you not to say. Think about your kid's future and start with you. If you're not doing the things that you're going to ask them to do to change their health around, then fucking get up and do it. Please. I don't know. Now I sound angry. I'm not angry because I love you guys. And this is the couch. I know. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Maybe I got a little bit too much caffeine in me. Maybe it's a nice walk right now. Who knows what's going on? Well, I got a little bit of fire inside. Well, I got a fire inside because I fucking care about health and I care about everything. Like, I care so much about anyone listening to this. And I will tell you this, please, and I'm going to have to go because the phone's going to die. If you are listening to this right now, if you are here on this stream, if you've even listened to this for 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you that you are a different caliber of person. You're a higher caliber of person. So you cannot set yourself up for failure. I know that right now you can make sure that you are doing something for your health because you care. There's no reason you would be on this stream. It's not about a VFriend. It's not about a card. It's not about meeting at VCon. You're doing it because you care about you and your kids, and you're doing it because you care about the future of everyone else around you. You are a different caliber of person, so live up to that right now. Oh, all right. Guys, I missed everything in the fucking chat. My God. What a great couch. I would have loved to be on the couch today. What does the couch look like today? I know we're going to have to go. What does the couch look like today? We're going to be on a couch. You know what? It's going to be a big comfy couch today. It's going to be an L-shaped couch. We're all going to fit on it. We got a couple pillows, not a lot. I don't like too many pillows. And I don't like any pillows that are going to have some sort of like gem or something on it. I want to put my head in a pillow, not